Hi, Darryl.
Hi,
Thank you
Obed.
so much for accepting the invitation to this meet, right?
Right,
Uh, as I had told you over the call, we have formed the Global Anglo-Indian Network,
right,
a network that it's a platform that usually not only celebrates the past because we love talking about the past, right? But we also have to promote the present and set a future, right?
right.
So there was one story I had to cover is yours because of the amazing work that you're doing in Indore, and people have to know from two aspects, from a personal point of view, as well as what is happening on the ground level when it comes to Anglo Indians and your view, right? I
Right.
mean, we can't sugarcoat it. Trust me, we've had a lot of interviews where people are absolutely direct, and
Hmm.
if we do not understand the crux and the problems, how can we solve the issues, right?
Right.
Now, with that talk over, Darren, please do introduce yourself.
Okay. So I'm Darryl Birdsturgeon from the city Indore, state of Madhya Pradesh. I am working as the international business manager in tenders.com. It's a company that publishes government notices across 190 plus countries on a daily basis, and we work as a connect for various businesses towards the government. So we act like a business to business connect, where we connect a lot of government agencies, tendering authorities, so that they can publish their notices, and other on the other part of the world, the businesses are picking up those tenders and supplying the products and services that they require actually. So this is what we do.
So, does your work entail talking to a lot of politicians and stuff?
Yes, we we do talk directly to various departments, governments, ministries. So it's the ministers also that we are talking to.
Do they actually know about the Anglo Indians? And honestly speaking, because I have spoken to quite a lot of these guys who have no idea about our community.
Some of them they know, some of them they don't know about it. Some of them are aware about what happens in the world where you find Anglo Indians. So they come across a lot of pictures, videos, a lot of events that are taking place around the world. Some of them they don't know what are Anglo Indians.
Have you had any instances where you had to explain it to them what an Anglo Indian is?
Yes, there's a lot of there's been a lot of cases and there's been a lot of events where we've explained them that who we are. So some of them, for example, if we've met up in a lot of campaigns or rallies, or there are certain organizations, some cultural organizations that are happening around the city. Some of them they come out in groups, and they're different groups, they're different they're different religions around over there. So some of them they come up and they ask from which part are you? So the first word that comes out from my mouth is that we are Anglo-Indians, and then we go ahead and explain them who are Anglo-Indians. So that becomes very interesting for them.
Yeah. So once I was told I was like a foreigner, in Bandhana, that's like 150 kilometers from Indore, where I work, right? And I've actually not been funded by a few because they think that I'm going to leave, start something in a rural place and leave with a name like this. Yeah. So, and a lot of people say, no, it cannot happen. Say, yes, it does happen. Have you found kind of these interesting cases where, like, yeah, foreigner ho kya? I mean, are you a foreigner? These cases of that?
Yeah, there are multiple cases, like starting from the school, the colleges. So whenever I used to pronounce my name, so as Darryl Birdsturgeon. So the last name Birdsturgeon was always uh, doubtful for them. So they used to think that what is the name actually? So I used to break the names in two parts, the last name, so that they could understand like what the surname is. And then in the end, they'll say, most of them have said that, okay, आप बाहर से हो, आप UK से हो, आप France से हो. So that is what comes up to their mind.
So just for the foreign audience, they ask him whether he's from the UK or he's from abroad, right? So that's the basic
Yeah,
translation, right?
yeah.
Now, you are part of the Anglo-Indian Association in Indore, correct?
Right. Right.
So what do you do? So first of all, what are you there? Are you president or a leader, or what is your designation there?
I'm as the vice president over here. So Aubrey, I'll explain you this part. So we are a part of the Bhopal branch. So the Bhopal branch is divided into four subdivisions. So the four subdivisions are
Sorry, the Bhopal branch is divided into four areas, right?
four areas. So the first branch is in Indore. The second
Okay.
branch is in Khandwa. Third branch is in Itarsi, and the fourth branch is in Bhopal.
No, back up. Come back to your second branch. The second branch is in Khandwa.
Right.
No, you're joking. You're joking.
No. We've connected people over there. There are lots of Anglo-Indian families that have joined our association in Bhopal.
Yeah. In Khandwa.
So yeah, from Khandwa.
Now, for people, why I am a little shocked, right? In fact, I am more than shocked. Is my rural enterprise is located 25 kilometers from Khandwa, and I keep going up and down. I do have never found a Anglo-Indian in Khandwa, and you are telling me that there is an association in Khandwa.
Yeah. There's a very big association because see, coming now towards why Khandwa. So Khandwa, Itarsi, Bhopal, Indore, these places have been railway colonies basically. And
Yes.
railway colony has been always associated with one community, that's the Anglo-Indians.
Yes.
So wherever you find a railway colony, there's always Anglo-Indian families present over there. They've lived over there. They are living currently over there. So Khandwa is one of the cities that has a lot of families over there. So we connected them in the past 2 years because the main focus was on the community, and they heard the from other people that the association is connecting everyone. They're having a lot of Christmas programs, they're having a lot of events, they're having the national AGM. So this is how we've connected a lot of families from the small cities.
I am a little shocked. Okay, we've had conversations, and I wish he really told me this. And I really wish he could. So this is one problem that I do find, Darryl, is a little lack of communication and me understanding where is what. Because I know there is an Anglo-Indian Association in Jabalpur. Okay. I did not know that there was in Khandwa, and I could have at least met few Anglo-Indians there.
Yeah. So, see, our main point was to reach out to the community. So, um, if they were in the rural areas, also if they're in the remote areas, so our work was to connect with them. We want them
Okay.
in our community.
Now you have given me, I'm kind of really happy that this has happened, because if this wouldn't happen, I wouldn't have known. So thank you so much. Now when I go back to when I go back to Madhya Pradesh, when I see you guys, you've got
Yeah.
to put me in contact with these guys, right? And let's talk about their stories, because working there, right? And I'm going to do these small interviews with these rural based Anglo Indians that are there.
Right.
Now, what one is communication. Yes, we've sorted that out.
Right.
According to you, what is the biggest problem that the Anglo Indians face? What are the various problems that Anglo Indians keep complaining about, or you find is a huge problematic area?
See, the first problem that the Anglo-Indians are facing over here. So when, for example, I've been to one of the families in in the nearby areas only. So what problem they have faced is they've told me, like for example, I've been to their place. They welcomed me very nicely, and
This is
the
in
second
Indore?
part was,
In Indore.
pardon?
This is in Indore.
Yeah, yeah, it's a place close by only. It's called Mount.
Okay. Yeah. The railway colony is there, right?
Yeah, yeah. So there are lots of Anglo families over there. So what I'll give it as an example. So when I entered the house, they welcomed me well, and we had a chit chat. We had a good conversation, and then the topic came out. So I told them why I came to them. So the first point is they asked me, why did you come? So I told them, I said I'm from the association. I've come to connect with people. So the second thing that happened was they said, "Why are you connecting with us now? And what is the benefits that we're going to get if you connect?" So the second most part, the biggest problem that is coming out over there when you meet these people in the areas when they are not connected with the Anglo-Indian Association, the point is they want to know the benefits. The third point is they want to know your identity, that if we are from the association or not. So we are spending our hours in searching for people around the areas, different cities in MP, so that we can connect them. The main issue that I face is the benefits.
The benefits of it, right?
Yeah,
So, according to me, it's this, right? So, usually when a lot of people working in these areas, you have a lot of government yojanas coming in, and people say,
yeah,
"Hum kitna milta hai? What will I get?" It's in it's in the system, and that's a mentality problem.
right,
And a lot of people expect to be given, right?
right,
And these freebies have caused that kind of culture to be there, which the Anglo Indians have also assimilated into themselves, right?
right.
Because we assimilate into the society. Now,
Yeah.
how do you approach it?
So what we do is we try to explain them the differences between all these grants or whatever scholarships are coming up, and we explain them like why the Anglo-Indian institutions were set up, what the Anglo-Indian institutions are doing for the Anglo-Indians, by the Anglo-Indians, and of the Anglo-Indians, because this is the democratic India. So
Yeah.
we are trying to help out the Indians, the Anglo-Indians that are deprived of such facilities. So I try to explain the same towards the people who don't know what the Anglo-Indians would get when they get to meet each other in the organizations, the events that happen, and what are the benefits of you joining in to the association, and how we are going to help each other
Now,
in
Darryl,
setting up.
sorry. So, is there a big disconnect between different levels of the Anglo Indians? You know, those well-to-do ones and not too well-to-do ones, because we have various echelons, right? So, is there a big disconnect between that?
Yes, there's a very big disconnect, as you see. So, as I've spoken to you about the families that I visited in this in the different cities around MP. So there are some families that are very well-to-do. So they've got so for example, there's a family that has the son and daughter that are settled in UK. The father and the mother are doing well. They have a good hold. They've got a strong hold on the money part, and there are some families that are in the middle level where they're struggling to earn, they're struggling to meet the ends in the families, and then comes the lower part where they actually need the help, where their families that they don't even have the facilities. So, for example, there are some families that don't even earn much to even provide, for example, the rent or the rations, or they feel it hard, and they feel that they're struggling towards earning more so that they can have enough for them. So
And
there's a big disconnect.
so are there a lot of families with that, or you know, what's the situation actually in the ground level? To be very honest with you, I mean, is it really that bad?
Yeah, so the situation is bad because there are a lot of families that are below the middle level also. And somehow we, as the association, as the Bhopal branch and the other branches, we try to go ahead and help them out in whatever way we can. But yes, there's a very big disconnect between the higher range, the higher level of people, and the lower strands.
Oh, so now is the question of, we are a global Anglo-Indian network, right? We
Right.
help connect people. Now, how can the network help? Is the first question. How could GAIN get this information out? What could you ask of us?
So, what I can ask is now we need one point, a break even point, where we can find why the families are not connecting over here. So, one point was the benefits that I explained earlier. The second
Okay.
point, the second point is they have to trust us because for years there have been families. So these families are Anglo-Indian families, and for years people would be listening to the stories, how they work, how they earn, how they stay, what are the lifestyles, what are the cultural differences. So all this has to come out from them, so that there has to be one point so that we can catch and we can get them. The third thing that I would like to tell you is India is best for networks. So I call that word jugaad. So the word jugaad is always very helpful in India, and people use it every day. So it's that jugaad that they need, and we have to give it to them so that they can reach a certain place where they are not deprived of every anything like.
Now, I would love to talk to one of them. Do you have a contact there? Could I talk to somebody?
Yes, we've got a few families that are there, and we are helping out. So I can share those contacts with you. We can have a face-to-face conversation. We can have a lunch, or we can have a tea time, so that we can discuss what is actually the issues. So they can also they can have an open forum where they can discuss all the problems, because sometimes it comes to me, it comes to my mind also. So, like so many years we've been helping people out. So I don't take it as a game. I take it as a challenge. So we want to help the community in such a way so that everyone gets an equal importance. So all these points, if we sum it up as a challenge and we go ahead and speak to these people on an open forum, so there would be a chance that they will connect with us, and
So
this network will come big.
now this is one of the platforms that we are working on, right? And it's the idea of, apart from trust, which is obvious, but we have to find a sustainable way of kind of creating value. Because what
Right.
usually happens is, you say things, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Or you told me that time that thing happened, but it didn't work. And then the trust is lost. And that is where we have to get it back, right?
Right.
So we have to have kind of tangible benefits that are actually given and
Right. Right.
connect to the right people, because a lot of people are like, I wish I could connect with these people. I didn't know. And these are the stories that we have to get back.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. My next question is this. Now you are how old? I mean, 28, 27, 28, if I may.
Yeah, I'm 28.
Okay. And you're the youth leader there, and you're a vice president, correct?
Right.
How is the Anglo-Indian youth being a part of the association or of our community?
So talking about the association, our youth is coming up in a very good with very good responses. So we've got a good set of youth in the Bhopal, HRC, the Khandwa and Indore branch. So all of us get together, we go ahead and we have a lot of workshops to help out the students that are coming out from various classes, from various colleges, schools, so that they can get a guidance on the career path, as well
Okay.
as the youth goes ahead and goes out and helps the, the elderly people. They help the destitute, the sick, the people who are sick.
Anglo-Indian centric or everybody?
Pardon?
Is it Anglo-Indian centric or do they help everybody?
It is Anglo-Indian centric because
Okay.
we have to pick up the community as well as the people that are already there, part of the community, the Anglo-Indian community. As we had discussion earlier about the families, there's a very big disconnect. So this is why our youth is going around and helping everyone, even the people who are on the lower strands, so that they can
So
connect with the community.
now, one another thing about gain is that we are going to make sure we get the youth either through tangible benefits such as helping them either through startups or counseling or getting these women, networking from people abroad. Reason being is that trust. A lot of people abroad have also lost it because their stories are told and then they find out it's wrong. I mean, people have been burnt, right?
Right.
So we have to kind of create a trustable kind of association with people who do provide these funds or who are helping,
Right.
right? But we have to also keep in mind that these funds can all not always keep flowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you had
That's
those problems where the funds are a problem?
yeah.
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 Have you had the
So
problem?
so what happens is sometimes when we help these people, so a few cases have happened that they have forgone us, and we've helped them in many ways to get them up, and then they don't respond to us. Some of them are actually in need of it, so we're helping them as much as we can. So this is how, and this is why we want to connect with everyone across all the continents, all the regions, and even the youth. So this is what that's the primary motive of the youth, so that we can get them connected to everyone, because it's easy for them to travel around. It's easy for them to connect.
Now, I'm just doing a little statistics here, right? What could be the strength of the Indore branch?
So currently, of the Indore branch, we've got at least 15 families. So that closes around 35 to 40 members.
And a male and female breakup?
See, so it would be at least 25, no, not 25, but it'll be 15 or odd or 18 male members, 15 odd female members and children.
Okay, so and the average age in that association.
So the average age right now in this association is between 55 to 60.
And then the youngsters, how many youngsters are there then? You see the youth, how much youth are there?
See, there are at least, youngsters were, no, no, see, the average age is 45 to 50.
Okay.
The youngsters right now over there, there are at least 10 of them. that I know, and their age is between what can you say is between 16 to 20.
I mean, but that's a very small number,
Yeah,
and you guys are
because
doing a lot with a small number.
yeah. So the reason why the numbers are down because some of them have shifted. Some families have shifted to a different city. Some families have shifted to a different association. Some have left the association. Some are not interested because their primary concern is the benefits. So these are the number of members right now.
No, I mean it's absolutely understandable. I mean that's what's happening. Darryl, I'm going to just ask you the last question is, and this is a little saddening question is, according to you, if the rate that we are going, and if
Yeah.
this is thing of the Anglo-Indian community, how long do you think the Anglo-Indian community would last?
See, with these points, the Anglo-Indian community won't last long because it is falling apart, and we are slogging. We are struggling to connect everyone, and it's just falling apart.
I
So
mean,
we all think we it's a day when we want to see the whole community together, but the saddest part is most of them are not willing to join. Some of them are leaving the branch. Some are, some don't want to connect.
yeah, I can understand. I understand. Thanks, Darryl. I really appreciate it. It's pretty late as well. Uh, but forming GAIN, the Global Anglo-Indian Network, again, I'm going to tell you this is, look, this for me is a last shot where let's see if we can put our money where our mouth is and the community can actually help itself. Now,
Right.
uh, as I said, this is a voluntary community-based platform where foreign people can donate 10 rupees. And the reason why we sorry, $10. And the reason why we're taking $10 and 250 rupees per month, but
Right.
is as you know, I work in the sustainability sector. And
Mhm.
if this does not become a habit,
Right.
then we can't keep asking for donations every single time. It's like giving somebody a cup of coffee, right? And when you're talking about benefits, people have actually told me, what benefits do I get? Do you know what my answer is? I tell them,
And if,
thank you so much, but we do not need your voluntary donation. But please take advantage of the platform.
right.
Reason being is you cannot always keep giving. There's a time where you have to say, I don't require anything, but here's a small amount and I'll keep giving it. And that's why it's just there.
Right.
And these are the stories that you have told me, right, regarding that disconnect, that trust, that benefits part of it. We have to kind of break that system that is incorporated because as
Yeah.
Indians we really assimilated too much.
Yeah. So because uh, I use this word as jugaad. So this is a network that actually people want. So if there's no jugaad, so they're not connected anywhere. So we need to tell them this so that they connect with us.
But at the same time, it has to be two ways,
Yeah,
right?
it has to be.
You
Right.
have to keep updating us what is happening, if what is
Yeah.
happening. If you're meeting with
Yes.
somebody, we have to get the feedback because if we don't get the feedback, usually what happens is people take it for granted, and I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, knowing how the community works, knowing how the system works, it's
Right.
very easy to fall back to kind of old ways.
Yeah. So
So,
there's so many points you can gain out of, but I'll tell you in the last. So gain is the only way you can connect with everyone. And this is going to be one of the positive response. I'm going to tell you.
I mean, I hope people gain from game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, but I really appreciate it. I really, really, really do because if we don't hear these raw stories, right, we tend to be living in a dreamland. I'm telling you this, right? I'm a little aggressive when it comes to this because that's the domain where I work, and I
Yeah.
understand. One false mistake, people don't forgive and forget.
Yeah.
So you have a great day. Thanks a ton. And hopefully tomorrow, if not day after tomorrow, I'll put the video.
Sure. Thank you so much.
And make sure you share this with all the branches.
Definitely.
Okay. And I'm going to have a round table when I come to Khandwa. I'm going to meet all these families. I'm going to do a round table.
Yeah. And the family in Khandwa is very, they are very enterprising actually. So this
Yeah,
is
what
what
it means.
I forgot one word, enterprising. So they have to be enterprising.
That is the best ending I could ask for.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darryl. Appreciate it.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much. Bye.
Yeah.